Okay, introduction to the custom FPV F9X Deluxe Black Edition blah blah blah, and this is for you, Bob. And we have on the bottom there the tripod mount, and I'll give you a demonstration as to how everything is supposed to work. So here's your box. Right. So what we've got here is we've got your 9-inch display monitor, your voltage display, and your video receiver up in the corner here, video input, your power input for your LiPo battery, and a couple of remotes, one for the recorder and one for the monitor itself. Some custom antennas that we've had made for you, including the helical one, which is right here, and we have power in for the video recorder, and I'll show you how it's set it up and how it all works. Okay, with the antenna screw on top of the box here, and that has a pin in. Just about see that? It's got a pin in the actual hole, so you need to have the one of these. The antenna doesn't have a pin, that one does have a pin. This one doesn't have a pin, it has a little hole. So this is the one for the box. So we screw that onto the top, this clover leaf. And these are left-hand circularly polarised, which is to go with your Walkera transmitter. This is the helical antenna that you use on your Sky Zone goggles. That has a pin in, which should be correct for the Sky Zones. And this is the alternative that you use on the other side, because it has diversity, the Sky Zone. So this is the antenna you'll use for that. So you have one on one side, this on the other. This is the directional antenna, so it picks up at a sort of angle. So this wants to point generally. So generally try and keep your head towards where you're flying, and this will pick up anything that this doesn't, basically. And that's going to be the best combination. These are really good little things. They might not look that much, but they're absolutely fantastic. Best antenna you'll use, basically. You've got an instruction CD blah 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 thing which you give me for the recorder, and instruction manual for the monitor, but I'll just show you how it all works. I'll go and get a battery and then we'll plug it in. Okay, this is a 3-cell LiPo battery. In fact, what I'll probably do, Bob, is I'll probably give this to you as a little thank you. You might not have one, you might have one already. What you will need is a charger if you haven't got one of those already. I don't know whether the Walkera charger has the right plug. Either get yourself an adapter or get yourself another charger. They're not expensive for a basic LiPo charger. Okay, so if we plug in the main body, we have power. Monitor turns on, you've got a voltage display, 11.9 volts. That's what the battery is running at. And the beauty of this is you'll better tell if the battery is low, because basically it's a 3-cell battery, and each cell has a set voltage, and that times 3, because there's 3 of them, will equate to that 11.9. So basically the battery is at a very low critical point when it's at 9.9 volts. So that's when each cell is at 3.3, because it's a 3-cell battery. 3 times 3.3 is 9.9. So when this says 9.9, you're getting dangerously low on your battery level. You need to get the quad down and recharge the station or plug in a new battery. Okay, up in the corner we've got our receiver on. That's coming in at channel 38 or frequency 38, I'm not sure which is which. But basically it's tuned to my quad upstairs, which is turned on, transmitting video from my little construction room. So when I power up the video recorder, because currently the AV, the video is channeled through that, so I need to plug this balance lead in. It's a bit tricky one-handed. And this will power up the video recorder, and that's lighting up now. And now we've also got a welcome screen on here, and that's displaying what my quad is transmitting upstairs. Now it's got a little message saying insert SD card. There's no SD card inserted into the recorder, so obviously that's what that message is about. So that's showing you what's in my games room upstairs, or hobby room we call it. That's where I do my constructing, build boxes, etc. A bit of a mess, but there you go. Okay, so you have a remote control down here. This is the one for the DVR. You've got a menu button, which will bring up a menu. Oh, I need to point out the actual device. Menu, you've got image settings, recording mode, playback, and all sorts of business on there. I don't know if it auto records when you turn it on. That's probably one of the settings on here. Record mode. Power up record, yeah. So when it turns on, if it's got an SD card, it will start recording automatically. Just what it's currently set to, as opposed to manual. So that's fine. So when you power it on, it'll start recording. You can change that, obviously. And if we escape again, go to exit. Okay, so that's that. You remote control for the monitor. You've got video select. There's two inputs. Input 1, input 2. So if you wanted to plug your Sky Zone goggles with an AV out straight into there, you could have that. And you've got your source button, which is like on your TV. You choose that flicks between this cable and this cable as to what it displays. If you hit that one, it will go to blue screen because there's nothing on that channel. Hit that one, it switches back. Okay, you've got your menu button, brightness and all that can be changed. Okay, right, so like I say, it's currently tuned in for my quad upstairs, which is not transmitting on the same frequency as your Walkera will be, but you basically have different channels. There's 4, I think the channel is your band. There's 4 bands on this receiver, one of which will be your Walkera one, and then a frequency, you flick between them, and basically you'll find one that gives you a clear picture. If you find you've got one that's not very clear, but it does show something, you're very close to the right frequency, keep flicking through and you'll get to the correct one, just by tapping these buttons to cycle through. So you've got a fuzzy screen now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's close, look, getting something. 8, there's my picture. And frequency, yeah. That's band 1, band 2, band 3, and then band 4, and obviously in between there's each of those little channels, which is how you cycle through individual frequencies. So yeah, either look it up, and I'll send it. You'll have in the box with them the actual thing that tells you what all these numbers mean, what frequency it goes to, so you can check your Walkera documentation, and you probably go straight to the correct one. Okay, so you plug your power in here. You've got your wire here going to your recorder. If you wanted to not use the recorder or have it powered on a tool, which is absolutely fine, you can do that. You can basically unplug one of the leads that goes to video in, which comes out of here. This one is your video in, I believe. So it goes to on here. AV in, the one that goes to the right. So that's this one here. If you unplug this lead and plug that one into either there or into there, let's do it here for example, hang on, one-handed, then you can bypass the recorder, so not even have it powered on if you want to. So that's another thing you can do there, okay? But equally you could plug it into that one, but yeah. So you've got your receiver in here, that's got a lead coming out of here which gives the video out, which goes out of here, which is obviously this wire here. This is the lead coming out of here, which is a video signal coming out of your receiver, and this can go into the recorder or into one of the AV ins for the monitor directly, okay? Put that back in to where it was, and we'll be back into the recorder. Yeah. Okay, hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, give me a call. That's pretty much it, really. So like I say, what's really important is use the correct aerial for the top of the box, because the one without a pin, well, basically the one with a pin like this will not fit into there, because there's a pin, there'll just be pins hitting each other. So you can only fit one in there, so that's fine. But yeah, these are really good antennas for your Sky Zone goggles, should give you really good reception. That's really it. Yeah, I hope you're pleased with the box when you get it. Any problems, questions, let me know. It should serve you well for many years. It's good quality components I've used here, so I hope you'll be pleased for a long time. All the best, Bob, and take care. Thank you.